Welcome back, guys. Am I audible properly? Those who are joining online, welcome back, guys, and a very happy new year to
This
everyone.
meeting is being recorded.
Thank you. I hope this new year will bring lots of happiness and success to all of you. Stop talking. You see here, everyone hit the job. No, don't hit the job. Get the job. Sir, we will develop this new year banner with Angular. Yeah, you can try. It's very easy. Just a background picture and some logo, text, then picture, then text. That's it. This is very easy. Okay. So now tell me one thing. Do you want a proper class today or a formal discussion over some topics? Can you please turn on the fan? Formal discussion or a proper class? Formal discussion over proper class. We can cover all the previous classes. For that, we require at least 10 days for covering all the previous classes. My success story. I am not even successful, man. Just a gist of all classes. Okay. Regarding interviews, how to give answers. Thank you everyone for your birthday wishes. Drag and drop feature. Arey. Let's start now. Is my shared content visible to everyone? Okay, fine. So what we were doing yesterday? First you tell me how many of you solved that problem? How to use images in Angular? Huh? How to use image? How to use images in Angular? Solved it. Assets. Where? SRC folder. Means in this folder we need to keep in assets folder. Very good. No, every time we cannot give URL actually. Sometime we need to give the proper local source. Let's first run it. We are having just for some time. After that we'll do some discussion. We will build at least one or two component. So this is what we have done yesterday, right? And the next thing was to adjust these headings. And the code, this is what we have written in the main component. Its CSS is this one, right? Now what we need is, we need this H1 and this paragraph to come somehow here, like in the center. So one basic thing is, you can leave the margin that I never use, but I will show you. So here you have H1 and paragraph. So for this H1, let me write margin from top of around 300. I never use margin in my websites or in my development. So once you check it, it will come in this way. It will come in this way. Now, there is going to be a problem here, that if you are using margin, entire thing, even the main container also will leave that margin. So that why I never use margin, because it is not good for having responsive website. Better than Sundar Pichai. Samar, what you are talking about, man? I am just nothing. Knowing Angular doesn't mean that I know everything. Now let's focus here. What we need is, we need this welcome to Hyderabad, the city of pearls. The margin we cannot use here. Padding again we cannot use. So one basic thing that you can do here is, try to keep some BR tags before the H1, right? And let's check whether this BR tag will work here or not. So it will work without any problem. It is working, that too without any problem. And that's how it works. Every time you don't need to give very high quality of CSS, sometimes very normal HTML thing will work. Now what you need, just to align them in the center. Now if you are displaying flex to it, what you will do, you will display flex to it. After displaying the flex, they will come in this way again, right? Because we are displaying a flex. After that, just try to say that align the items in center. So when you are aligning the items in center, they will come in center. So now here you have the BR tag will not work like that. So center means they will come in this way. You can keep one BR tag between the heading or the paragraph, or you can change the direction. So you can change the flex direction to column. Check it. So when you changed it, they came into this vertical center. So I will, uh, in align item, if you're writing here start. So align item can work in this way also. Start. Align item, start. Now, if I teach you a proper designing of this, what I want is this welcome to Hyderabad should be coming here in this space. How you will do it? There's nothing like that. See, you can do align items start instead of center, so they will come to start. No, padding and margin, if you're writing padding, let me write padding of around 120 pixel. And you know what will happen with padding? This will happen with padding. This image will also get padding, and content will scroll left to right. And if your website is scrolling left to right, this thing it is not going to be responsive. See, this picture we are giving as a background image. So whenever you are giving a picture as its background image, you have to keep a more designings in that. Text align left. Do one thing. I will give you one more way. We know that this H1 tag and this paragraph tag both are block level element. To this H1, just try to say that text align center. Text align center. So it will not work inside. If you are thinking someone was dropped this command in chat box. So if you are writing because it is inside the flex, so it will not work. How to solve this problem? So nothing you have to do is, we know how flex works. Remove this part, that flex direction column. Here instead of writing this br tag, remove it, remove it. Create some empty container, right? Some empty container. We will not keep anything inside them. They are just the empty containers. Create one more div. Now, for this first section, there are 3 child, and what content we want, we kept it in center. So here it will come because other containers are empty. Now, to all of these div, I will give a ID as empty. To this div also, I will give a ID as empty. Now call these in CSS, and here I will say empty, and then give them a width of around 30%. So justify the content here. Now you justify your content. We have justify the content. Now whenever you're writing, just say that space evenly. Sorry. So when you will keep space evenly, so they will come here, right? They are coming here. What you did? One empty container in this side, another empty container in this side. Now you can change their position actually. So do one thing, change their position. So when you will change their position, this is how they will come now. On space, around. On space, around. And as you know that they will have 30% of width. It will be having 40% of width. Decrease there. So here they will have only 20% of width. Okay, one problem we solved. That content is coming here, but we want it somehow here. Now they are inside a div, inside this div, right? So do one thing, give it a ID as HYD, or you can give the ID as first underscore one. Call it here has first underscore one. Display flex direction column, align the items in center. Now that div is not having height, so give that div a height. Means this div only, give it a height. Height I will give it to around 500 pixels. Okay, so I think it's not working. Okay, a first section is having 600 and this one in 500. Remove it. Done. Welcome to Hyderabad, the city of Pulse. Now we can increase their size, this heading size and this paragraph size. So I already told you that if you're directly writing, let's write style. And if you're writing font size of, what is the by default size of H1? By default size of H1 tag, that is 36 pixel. So if you're writing till 36 pixel, there will be no change in the heading, right? You have to increase it. So let me write the size here around 45 pixel, or let's say write 3 rem, which will become 48 pixel. 3 rem. So welcome to Hyderabad, the city of pulse. This also we will increase. For these kind of thing, you can give inline style. No need to call them in CSS. So font size you will keep as around 2 rem here. The default size of a paragraph is 16 pixel. Welcome to Hyderabad, the city of pearl. Right? This is what we have done. Let me open the website now. So after that, we have this about page, this one, but even this is not adjusted because this next section is coming there. So we will develop this page about and this text and these kind of thing, like what is the history of Hyderabad, something like that we will do. Okay. So now we will generate another section inside the main component only. That is, you can call it as about section. So we will create a container at first, class as about. About you can give here because it's about a section, or second you can give because here we got the name, so we can give it. And the pics that we will use here, I think this picture is being used there. This one only we are using. So let's drag it. I've kept that picture. I will name it as about. Okay. About. See here also they are doing the same thing. There is a background image. Over that they are developing the content. Over that they are developing the content. So for this div class about, right, all these CSS are completed. So close them. Generally, whenever you are doing the development, just after the completion, close them. Because generally sometime you are in a flow that you deleted something, and again it will take 1 hour to find where you are having error. So better to close them. Now class about, inside that at first we will create background image, URL about.jpg. As it's a container, so it will take size automatically. Start displaying flex to it. I will display a flex to it and aligning the items in center. Because we need to develop this part about and this text. After that we have these three sections. Okay. So first part, second part, in third part, again this is a container of three different cards. So it's out section. Let's build it. There is a h1 which will say about, and then it's a paragraph. Okay. So this is how it is coming about and Hyderabad. So flex direction row is coming. Flex direction row. Just change it to column because we need it in column. So change it to flex direction column. And now this is how it is coming. About coming fine. and then Hyderabad, the vibrant city, something. But if you check it, it is taking the entire width. Taking the entire width means entire page it is going, because column now it is taking. Do one thing for this paragraph, just write style and say that your width is only 50%. Don't take the entire width, just use the 50% width only, right? So now it will take only 50% width. 25 from left, 25 from right, it has to leave. Text align center you can give, right? Text align center you can give to it, and it will change this into this way, right? So about is completed, this part is completed. After that we have a container again, where there are three different things. There are three different things in this way. So let's create a container inside. This part is completed. So this is going to be a div, and I will give it as about 3, because this is a third section, or you can give it as about 1, because I think we don't have anything in about. Okay, we have in something in about, so we will give it about 3 and about 4. Inside this about 3, we have three different divs. We have three different divs. So create them first. Means card we have, right? So we will develop card using this only. You can give them a ID as card 1, and this will be having ID as, sorry, my bad. ID as, this will be having card 2, and just going to have card 3. Okay. So just give some height, width, and background color to the cards. At first, adjust them. Content we will change later. So now has card 1, and give them a height of around 500 pixel. Give them a width of around 300 pixel and a background color of red. We will change it. We are just marking this position to get this card. After that, we will change it. So the main card is actually having more width. So make it 500, 500, and on 500, 500, it is looking in this way. Fine. We have the same property for card 2 also and card 3 also. Comma separated values. So 1, 2, 3. They are coming in this way. Who is their parent? About 3. About 3 is their parent, right? So give a ID to about 3. Grid will not work here. It will work, but code will be lengthy for grid. So now they are taking 500, 500, 500. Now what we notice is when we are giving 500 width, so entire width will be 1500, which is greater than the screen size. So instead of writing this width in 500 pixel, give them a around 30% of width. Okay, let's write only 300 pixel, empty container, no? So 300, 300, 300. After that, give a column gap of around 30 pixel here, or no need, just align the items in center. and justify the content in space between. So and give a column gap of 30 pixel. So now these cards are coming in this way. Again, you will face a problem here. You know what is the problem? Here, what is the problem? The problem is we want these content to automatically adjust. We want this content to automatically adjust. Let me increase the width to 400 and see. This is how they will come now. Okay. So 300 was not good. We will use 400 here. Now inside these containers, we have to keep the pictures. These three pictures we need to keep: history, geography, and demographics. So something like this card we will build in this way. For that, uh, their background color, let's check if it is available. Okay, so it is not visible. Leave it. For this guide, we will give a different background color, not red. Something like transparent background color we will give, like this. Now inside these we need to keep the images first, then text, and then paragraph. So first we need this pic, uh, this one. Array, where is that picture? Huh? Third row. This one. Okay. What is this? In the first card, you have to keep that image as first, image as src, that is h.jpg. Check how it is looking. It is looking in this way. Again, image is not coming. Image is not coming again. Let's try to keep the about pic here, whether it's coming or not. That picture is also not coming. What is this case here? Sometime picture is coming and sometime picture is not coming. You have to solve this. Yes, sometime picture is coming, right? Sometime it's not coming, and we are using the same technique every time. What we are doing, we are using the same technique every time. Yes, find it. CSS issue. It's not a CSS issue, guys. I think for this website, we have also said you that we will do the mobile responsiveness, right? So card we will develop, but before that, let's check whether this website is responsive or not. So for that, the inspect is doesn't work properly here. I'll tell you why. Once you check it, it is working in this way. So whenever if your website is scrolling left to right, if you are working left to right, then your website is not at all going to be responsive. First, you have to remove that part. So wherever you are using flex, wherever you have to wrap it. So if you are using flex here, then say flex wrap. Means you know what is flex wrap? You know this or not? Don't know? Okay, not a big deal. So I'm showing you in the normal styling. See, here let's say you have a parent container div class as container, and inside that you have 5 different divs. Okay, 5 different divs. Or let me give them a ID or class. You know how to create this? You know the shortcut? If I want to create 5 divs with the ID child, how to see if you want to create 5 divs, so the command is very div multiply by 5. It will create 5 divs. But if you want to create 5 divs, so you can write in this way. It totally depends on your VS Code version. Div multiply by 5 dot child. It will create 5 divs because dot is for class, so it will create with child. Okay. Now to this, let me link the CSS file here. So dot child, I will give them a height of 200 pixel, width that to 200 pixel, and give them a background color as red. Let's check how they will look. They are looking in this way. We know that their parent is container, and we can say to the container that please display the flex. Please display the flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Align the items in center and justify the content space between. This is what we are saying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Now you are creating this website according to your laptop screen or the desktop screen or whatever you are using. So what I will think that, oh, my website is looking good now. Whenever you are using the flex, see, this is how it is going to look in mobiles. Because the property of flex, as the name is saying, it is flexible. It is short form for flexible. Flexible means those who try to adjust. So they will try to adjust. See, now they will adjust. Now they are actually adjusting each other. Once they hit a hyperscope, now they hit that hyperscope. After that, they don't have any chance to adjust. Means they don't have any space to adjust. I'll show you something. So what is the height and width it is showing? 200, 200. because we are giving 200. Now check. Width got reduced to 176. It means that your content will now, this is how they will look in mobile. Means entire width is going. For that, for handling this part, what we use is we use flex wrap. Flex wrap. If you don't know this wrap, let me show it in Notepad or in Notepad only. See here, if you're writing something, see content is scrolling left to right. Means content is not coming on the same screen. Wrap means simple thing whenever your wrap is open. Whenever your wrap is open, content will come to the next line automatically. You don't have to adjust. Content will automatically come to the next line. So here, if you are giving wrap to your flex, that flex hyphen wrap. No wrap also you can give, but we need to wrap it. Now, you know what will happen? Flex wrap you are giving. Now let's check. See, what happened? When the space for this fifth one was not available, it said, no, I am going down. There is no enough space. Okay. Let's check your fifth one also. Fifth one came. Now fourth one also came. Now they came. So let me increase row gap to them. Row gap of around 20 pixel. Now let's check. See, came. Again came. Now in mobile, they will look like this. Means the content will not lost. Content will be properly visible to you. Your content will be properly visible to you without. Now check, it's 200, 200, 200, 200. When your height and width are not losing, your content is safe. So flex rev we use for this purpose. Generally, I write very less media queries for making it responsive. My websites are automatically responsive because of that clean code that we are writing. Now, see what we are using here. We are using justify content sent this space between. So when this content will wrap, it will also follow that property. See, now one came. So next one is supposed to come here. Or let me write one content between them. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And to them font size I'll give as 24 pixel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can check. It's not visible. Let me write it a paragraph only. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can check. Now let me inspect it. See, this time 5 will come. 5 is coming down. Where 4 is supposed to come? Now 4 came here and fifth went to exactly right because you are writing space between. They will also follow the space between. Justifying the content in space between, they will maintain the space. Here only I will change the space between to space around. Now see, this is space around. They will have around space. Let me write, see, space evenly and space around both works in a similar way. There is not too much difference. Now where third will come? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your content is not losting. Everything is properly visible to you. See, your content is properly visible to you. And that's what we need to do. So let's check. Now we are going back to Angular. I will show you the first thing, header only, that how you can make your header responsive, right? So let me do one thing in the app component .html. I will remove the main part. Means tag I am removing, so it will only display the header component. I will show you the same thing. Okay. See, this is our header that we have built. If you check it for mobile, this is how it will look. Scrolling. If you are trying to give it flex wrap, we are not giving to header. Let me open the header component now. So to the CSS, if you are saying flex wrap, wrap this flex. Okay, give it, refresh and see. Content is coming in this way, but I don't want my content to come in this way. Why it is coming in this way? Right? Why my content is coming in this way? Let me open it again. See, this is your header, how it is looking now. Okay, this is looking this way. Once you're changing the screen size, change. Till now it's fine. Till now it's fine. After this, header came below. Header came below. But do we actually need this header to come below? No. Here, what I want is this home, about, all of these things should disappear. And that menu icon should come. Right? That menu icon should come. Now, what I want is till here it is fine because it's a tablet size, iPad or tablet size. So it is fine. But whenever you are going to mobile, generally mobile started 648, around 648 or something in this way, like 690 you can keep or 700. After 700 of this width, I want all of these things to be hidden. You know how to hide them? I will tell you. So what you want to hide? UL, right? You want to hide this. Go to CSS. You are writing UL, just write its media query at the rate of media. And in media, you know how to use media queries. Your CSS is completed, right? Then why are you saying that you don't know how to use media queries? What are media queries? Media queries are used to create a responsive website. So let me write here media screen. I will write max width colon 700 pixel. What happened? Removed. What happened? See, when I'm the height width is 701 pixel. Everything is coming. On 700, everything is disappeared. Everything is disappeared. Now you check, your header is responsive. You just need to display a menu icon. That's it you need to do. How I have written this, I will explain this. See, you are here for learning, right? So whenever I'm teaching something, generally for Angular, we assume that you have complete knowledge of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So that's why we start with TypeScript, and then if I'm writing some HTML, if I'm writing some CSS, and you don't know that part, don't get hesitate in asking that. Because if I'm, let's say I will use media queries by supposing that you know it. And at last, if you don't know it, it's not good, right? It's not good. If you don't know, just say it. That's what we don't know how to use media queries. Teach us. Then I will teach. It's not a big deal. It's a 10-minute thing. If you miss it here, there is no other chance of learning it. No other chance. Now, let me open. We have built the Zerodha website. This is the Zero website. Inspect it. See, on this width, everything is visible in the header. In generally mobile, we don't get pages. We get a icon, we click on that, then we get pages, right? That is called responsiveness. Once you are going to a smaller screen, everything is removed and everything came inside this box. Everything came inside this menu bar. How we will do this part? For that, there is no other logic. First, design your header the way you want. We have designed it, right? We have designed it. And let me remove this part. I'm not writing anything. When you check your header in mobile, this is how it will look. And that is also fine. There is no problem. Problem will be when you are going to a smaller screen. Now there is a problem. When you went to smaller screen, your header is coming on the half screen. This no, not at all responsive. Responsive means your website should look good in mobile also. For that, what we need to do is, see, the problem is coming because of these things. Because they will flex, right? Flexible. They will flex. Generally, what you are writing as flex wrap. Let me remove this. We are not writing flex wrap. Now, content is not coming properly. Half content is coming. When you are not using flex wrap, only half content is coming. And see, this is happening with you. To overcome the situation, we will write something. Here, we will not write flex wrap, and you can write actually that flex wrap. Now, what will happen after doing this? Your content is coming properly till 685. See, our header is coming properly till 685. Let me change more screen size. Okay, see, till 680, 681. Till 681, it is coming properly. When you go to 680, it's not good now. So what I want is, when the screen size is 680, these all things should disappear. Like, I don't want these things on mobile. Generally 680 and 648 is for mobile. How you will write? Go to the same CSS file wherever you are writing. At the end, when your main CSS is completed, go to complete end and write @media. @media. In small bracket, write max width. Max hyphen width colon what you want. We want, then on 680, it should disappear. It should disappear. So what width you want? 680. Write it. Max width colon 680 pixel. After that, same curly brackets you can write. Now this is a CSS property. Inside that you can write normal CSS. Now to whom you want that go disappear? You want this unordered list to disappear? So what I will do is here I will write UL simple like CSS display none. Don't display anything where the width is 680 pixel. On 681 they will come, but on 680 they will remove. Now let's decrease the screen size. Your header is still properly coming. Your header is still coming properly without any problem. It is coming properly, right? It's coming. But there is a issue where all of the page went. Okay, that's fine. All of the page went. Second thing we want is that icon, right? Menu icon. So for that, let's search link for it. Menu icon. And this one. So this is the link, but this link will not work properly. Even this link will not work properly. So download it. But till now you haven't searched that how to download these, how to use the images. So I will drag this menu and I will keep it inside the header component. In header component, create this one here. After this unordered list, create a image src equals to menu.png. You are directly writing it. So here it is not coming, right? Here it is not coming. But what I want is, see, picture is not loading, but picture icon is coming. What I want is that this icon should not be visible on laptop. This icon should not be visible on laptop, but it should be visible in mobile. Same thing. Go to CSS. First give it a ID. So I will give it ID as menu. First write this menu in the main CSS. Hash menu display none. You are writing it in the main CSS. See, it went from the laptop screen. Check its responsiveness now. So on 681 that is coming. Now what I want is on 680 all of these pages are going. All of the pages are whenever this 680 is coming. So all the pages are going on. Now when you want is like, okay, that icon should come here. That icon should come here. So write it in the query now. UL you are hiding and has menu you will display. So has menu display block. Picture is not loading, but icon is coming. On 681, icon is not there, but pages are there. On 680, pages are not there, but icon is there. And now your header is so once you check the responsiveness of this header, completely responsive. That menu icon is not coming, right? Because you are not even searching till now how to use images in Angular. But that image icon is coming, and your header is responsive. It will look good in mobile because color is not losing, content is not losing. Now, what we want is whenever someone is clicking on this image, our pages should come. Our pages should come. Remember one thing, development is full of logics. You just have to think it, right? You just have to think it. Now, tell me, this header is responsive or not? So, whenever size is available, pages are coming, menu icon is not coming. When size is not there properly, see now after this size is not there. Okay, we will hide the pages and we will give you one icon to use. That's how the development works. Tomorrow, whenever you are coming, make sure that you know this thing. Don't delay it. How to use images. Someone has already given answer, but I want everyone to at least search it, that how to keep in assets folder, how to keep in public folder, like that. Okay, we will use do it tomorrow. I will show you this next header part, that whenever you are clicking on this, whenever you are clicking on this, it should display the pages, right? It should display the pages. Simple thing, right? That's it, done. How you are doing? In the main screen you are hiding that icon. If you want to hide something, display none. If you want to show that, display block. How to write media queries? Simple, at the rate of media, in the bracket write max width. What do you mean by this max width? This max width means that maximum 680. It means 0 to 680. If you are writing here min width, means minimum 680. It means 680 to top. You can write more media queries actually by giving min width, mix width. We'll do it, right? This is how you use media queries for writing the responsive things. If you are using Flex, see this website we will make completely responsive. It will look good in mobile also. Let me paste it actually. Let me I think we have deployed it, right? Let me check. I will give you link. You can open it in your mobile and tell me how it is looking. So let's deploy it. I think we haven't deployed it. Okay, so it is not deployed. We will deploy it first. See, if you don't know anything, see, there are lots of things in this world that I don't know. Lots of, right? If you ask me a single thing related to movies, I don't know. I hardly will remember any actor or actress. There I am dumb. I don't know anything. So there are some fields that somehow you don't know anything. So no need to worry. Just ask it. If you know something that I don't know, I will not hesitate to ask you that, do you know this thing? Please tell me also. We are, God gave you this human life to grow, not to have that you go, no, no, I will not ask. It's not like that. Ask to you, to your youngsters also, if they know something, right? Don't be hesitate in that part. If I was not teaching media queries, I was directly using them, you don't know it, right? That's not a good thing. Hopefully I generally I am asking something that, okay, do you know this thing or not? I'm asking for that purpose only, so that I can teach you, right? You're coming here by investing a particular amount of money. Use it, right? So the project is deployed now, and let's check the link. So this is how it is looking, and let's check the same thing in mobile also. So type this thing in your mobile, this link, and tell me whether it is looking proper or not. Hyderabad-bees.versal.app. So that menu icon will not come, Hyderabad icon will come, and that empty image icon will come like this. And it's responsive, right? That's how you make the websites. Just let me know if it is coming proper. Coming properly? If it is not coming, just try to refresh your things once. It will come. Anybody opened? Coming properly? Hyderabad logo and that empty image coming. That's how you design the develop the websites. It's responsive. Perfectly it will come. Perfectly. You can check it in any mobile. Any mobile. See, we have one option that is called desktop site in your browser, right? In mobile, we can open the desktop site. Please open that also. In that, pages will come and then icon will go. Open the desktop site, pages are coming and then icon is going. Completely responsive. You can use anything now, right? That's how development works, right? So, rest of the things we will do tomorrow, guys. Okay. If you have any question, or you can use mobile simulator also. Generally in Angular, we are not supposed to teach media queries, first thing, right? We are supposed to teach Angular, but I can understand, that's why I'm teaching this.